very good opportunity for nursing professionals. If you have any friends who are interested in working abroad as a nursing professional, please do inform them about this very valuable opportunity so they can grab the chance too. We will keep you updated through our Facebook pages, so stay tuned for more valuable courses. Again, let me introduce our lecturer, Miss Hansamali Disanayaka. She is a graduate from University of California, MA in Linguistics and BA in TESL, and she also holds a diploma in English YMB University, Sri Lanka. And she is currently working as a visiting lecturer English in University of Moratuwa, Faculty of Medicine. So Miss Hansamali will address you now. Miss Hansamali.
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you very much. Hi, students. Hope you all are here now. So again, very good evening to everyone. So how are you all doing? If I ask you to send me a kind of emoji to represent your day, what kind of emoji that you are going to send me? An emoji to represent your day. So now this is now that's 8:05. Okay, so what kind of emoji that you can send me to represent your day today? Yes. Any emoji that you can send me to represent your day, your mood, or anything? Yes. Okay, no emojis. Ah, you are sending me emojis. Very good. So you are having some happy emojis, right? That's so good. How about others? What kind of emojis that others can send me? Happy emojis or sad emojis or smile in pain. Okay, so okay, so everyone's sending very happy emojis. So I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, next thing. I want you to send me an adjective to describe your name. And that adjective should start with the first letter of your name. For example, if your name is Heshani, so you should send me an adjective that start with your name. So Heshani, that in the sense H letter, the first letter of your name. Okay. So then an adjective starting with H to describe you. Okay. Yes. Quickly send me. I'm not going to give you a lot of time. You have to send that thing quickly. Okay, fine. Let's see how you are sending me adjectives to describe you. Now, you have sent emojis and I received, but how about adjectives to describe your name? Yeah. So if it is, okay, Kalpana, so that's kind, excellent. Okay, so charming, excellent, intelligent. That's Ilmi, so then intelligent Ilmi. Very good, nice. Others also try. You should come up with an adjective. So then you should know now what is an adjective. Okay, quickly. So now we are going to do our session and that is related to IELTS. Okay, you know that, right? So then we need to remember, so what kind of things are adjectives and what are nouns? So can I remember the adjectives starting with letter D or letter B or letter I? Okay, yes. Most of you can remember, right? Very good, excellent. Okay, charming, intelligent, smart. Okay, what is that? Nice. Okay, nice. Excellent. Brilliant. Okay. Yes, good, good. Nice things there. Sincere. Excellent. Okay. Nice. So now, students, we are going to do something different, and it's not like our previous session. This is going to be something different for sure. But actually, this test, now we are going to discuss the things related to IELTS. Okay, but it's also an acronym IELTS. So, what's the long term of IELTS, students? So, OET, that's Occupational English Test. Can someone please tell me how about IELTS? What's the long term of IELTS? This is an acronym again. Okay, so what do you mean by IELTS? Anyone? And we don't know, we only know, so all say it's like islets. So then we also say islets, and long term is not important for us. Is that so? Okay, that is. What do you mean by islets? International English Language Testing System. That's what we call as IELTS. So that is something international. So I, international, E stands for English, L for language, T stands for testing, S for system. Okay, so then now I'm going to describe you what is IELTS, and again these are the objectives of today's session, our IELTS session. And first I will be explaining you what is IELTS and what are the types that we can see. Okay, so and the sub skills of IELTS, and plus the challenges and the course that we are going to introduce you um, to face this exam. Okay, so the like only three, this won't take a lot of time for sure, students. Okay, so then you don't need to worry that it's taking a lot of time. It shouldn't be there. So this will take only few minutes. Okay, fine. This is the warm-up activity. So you have some emojis here. Quickly make a sentence. So now I have this writing emoji, books are there, and clock emoji there. So I am writing a sentence. I need to write an essay. So I am going to read my notes before the deadline. Okay, so this is what I wrote. So just like that, can you come up with anything? Just select one, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You have options. You are given some options there. Think about any emojis and quickly make a sentence and send me. Okay, because IELTS in the sense we need to write two things there. One is writing an essay, and it depends. I will explain you. And writing part is something very important when it comes to IELTS. Okay, so quickly write a sentence. Okay, yeah. I don't know, you might be writing sentences after a long time, right? After an year or after 6 months, you are writing a sentence in English. I know because most of the times they don't write it in English now. So, yeah, yes. Okay, fine. Hmm. I'm giving you time. 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes given to you. Quickly make a sentence using these three emojis. Just look at the example I included here. Okay, yeah, now do. Yes, you don't need to make a kind of very lengthy sentence like this. You can come up with simple or compound or complex or any sentence. Okay, it's better if you can write a kind of very simple sentence. No worries. This is because this is our discussion and our introductory session, but I am giving you this as a kind of activity. Okay, yes. Okay, fine. Sun is rising. Okay. I am drinking a cup of coffee. She is reading a book. That is the third one, right? You wrote. Sun is rising. I am drinking a cup of coffee. She's reading a book. Okay, but the thing is, I ask you to write one sentence, like a sentence. Okay, no worries. Okay, fine, fine. Yes. That's also no worries, students, because this is your very first day. Yeah, yeah, you are allowed to do that. Hmm, very good. I got another answer. I am drinking a cup of tea. Okay, very good. Nice. Hmm. Okay, is it harder? If it is harder, then that's good. That means you are trying, okay? Because when we are learning English, so you should do mistakes, students. And we have to learn through our mistakes. That's about like I mean, when we are learning a language, As we are second learners, as I told you, like actually we are learning English as a second language. Our first language is Sinhala or Tamil, like that. So then no worries, we can do mistakes. Mistakes welcome, but the thing is like we need to learn from mistakes. Okay, don't do the same mistake again. A bright red apple brings a smile to my face. That's too cool. Okay, a bright red apple brings a smile to my face. Excellent. I would like to commence my day early in the morning with cup of tea, also reading amazing book. Reading an amazing book, right? Okay, because excellent. Today is a bit of sad day, so I had an apple to refresh myself now. I am happy. Excellent. Eat an apple, keep doctor away. So where is the doctor? Where is the doctor? Apple there. So where is the doctor? Invisible doctor. Okay, fine, fine. Doctor is invisible right now. Okay, thank you, students. Excellent. Okay, so fine. Now we will do a kind of thing and wait. It is a game. So we can do a lot of games like this to improve our English. And now I am doing one game with you to show you how this can be done. Okay, so first one is, do people in your country like to drink tea or coffee? What's your answer? Do people in your country like to drink tea or coffee? Tea or coffee? What's the answer? I think tea, not coffee actually. No, Sri Lankans us. Okay, fine. When was the last time you drank tea or coffee? When was the last time you drank tea or coffee? Today. Today evening. This evening. Okay, fine. Nice. Do you prepare tea or coffee for the guests at home? What do you prefer most? Do you prepare tea for the guests or coffee for the guests home most? Tea, right? Yeah, no, not coffee. Nice. Have you gone out for a tea or coffee recently? Have you gone out for a tea or coffee recently? Yeah. Okay, no, I haven't. How often do you write emails? How often do you write emails? Really? Really? Okay, fine. Is there an email that made you happy recently? Is there an email that made you happy recently? No. Okay. Yeah. Do you think it's important to reply to emails or messages quickly? What's your idea, students? Do you think it's important to reply to emails quickly? No. Okay. Then, fine. Then, so do you take naps at noon? No. Okay. No, no, we don't take, right? Okay, some days. Excellent. Nice. So I ask these questions from you, especially when it comes to IELTS speaking. Like most of the times, students give the questions like that, no? So just like you gave me no, yes, sometimes. But when it comes to like answering, you need to come up with more comprehensive answers. Okay, that is about you need to give it the details correctly. Okay, I mean, if you say no, you need to come up with the reason. Okay, no, because I am really busy in the afternoon. Okay, but you just say no, yes, sometimes. So we need to improve that thing, students. Okay, so that means like when we are answering to questions like that, we need to give the answer in a kind of way that the speaker feels somewhat comfortable, right? If you say no, yes, so that means that doesn't say about, so why do you do that? Okay, so when you are telling something, just come up with the reason. Then that looks perfect. Okay, fine. So thank you very much for your answers. So we will move on to our first thing. That's about IELTS. Okay. So we know we have two types of exams here. IELTS academic test, and the other one is IELTS general training test. So two tests are there, and especially academic test is for, like, especially for the test takers wishing to undertake academic study at the undergraduate or postgraduate level. I will explain it in Sinhala as well. Academic test එක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට undergraduates ලට සහ postgraduate level එකේ ඉගෙන ගන්න යන අයට ගොඩක්ම important වෙනවා. Especially in an English speaking country. ඊට වඩා general training test එක, it is for test takers wishing to study at below degree level. ඒ කියන්නේ degree level එකට below, it might be a diploma or a certificate or any other thing, or if not, work or immigrate to an English speaking country. එහෙම නැත්නම් වැඩ කරන්න හරි මොනවා හරි දෙයකට immigrate වෙද්දී මේ test එකත් ඇති. Okay, but especially if you migrate and if you have the target, okay, so I should undertake some academic study at the undergraduate or postgraduate level, so then it's better to do IELTS academic test. Okay, so this is about two tests given here. And all of these tests, both tests, they include all these categories. The subtests are equal: listening, reading, writing, speaking, just like OET. But this is not something very deep like OET. OET is something very, that is something so related to healthcare profession, and that's there. But IELTS, that's something general, right? Okay, so listening, there are 4 parts with related questions. Here also very same. General test again, there are 4 parts with related questions. A range of native speak accents there, like Australian, Canadian, then some accents, British accent there, American accent. So range of accents there. All standard varieties of English are accepted as responses in all parts of the test. Okay, that is about. So listening part, that's very same. Okay, when it comes to reading part, there academic test, we have 3 long sections with tasks. Here also 3 long sections there. Text ranging from the descriptive and factual to the discursive and analytical. That's about reading. So some are descriptive. That means a student sometimes graphs also there. සමහර වෙලාවට ප්‍රස්තාර තියෙනවා. Factual information තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ reading text විදිහට තියෙනවා. Okay, සමහර discursive and analytical කියන්නේ විදිහට සමහර වෙලාවට අපට reading කොටසට reading section එකට answer කරන්න graphs තියෙනවා, tables දාලා තියෙනවා, ඒ වගේ තියෙන්නේ. හැම එකක්ම reading වල දෙන textම නෙවෙයි තියෙන්නේ කියලා කියන්නේ. Text might include non-verbal material such as diagrams, graphs, and illustrations. I told you that. Texts are authentic and are sourced from books, journals, and newspapers. So most of these reading texts are taken from journal articles or books or newspapers. So it's better to have the habit of reading newspapers in English, right? Then it will be some benefit for you for sure. Okay, here section 1, 2 or 3 factual text. Section 2, 2 short work related factual text. And section 3, 1 longer text on a topic of general interest. So that's going to be something different from academic. Okay, then writing part, it's also very different. Academic test, we have to, both we have 2 tasks, task 1 and task 2. But academically, so we have to write and we have to summarize or describe and explain a table, graph, chart or diagram. So that's there for academic test. But general test, we have to write the letter. Okay, so that academic one, we have to describe a graph or a chart, bar chart or a pie chart or a column chart, anything. But general test ticket, we have to write the letter. Okay, and the task 2, both same. We are going to write a short essay. At least 250 words should be there. Very like the same thing. Only difference is task 1 here. Academic test, we are writing we are describing a graph, but general test, we are writing a letter. Okay. Then speaking task, there are 3 parts. Short questions like that. I ask you short questions at the very beginning. No, can you remember? I ask you do you what do you I mean prepare most, tea or coffee? Okay, so I ask it now. So those kind of short questions will be there. And speaking at length about familiar topic, so then if we take newspapers as a topic, so we are going to discuss our ideas about that particular topic. I can ask you, what do you know about newspapers? Are you reading newspapers? Okay, so like what kind of newspapers do you recommend? What kind of things that you can learn from the newspapers? Okay, so our topic is newspapers. So we are then we are going to have a kind of somewhat discussion, in-depth discussion about this topic. Okay, that's about it. The speaking test is a face-to-face conversation with a real person making similar to real life situation. So just like now, if I ask you, please switch on your camera and we will have a discussion about something child abuses, or we will have a kind of discussion related to the natural disasters in Sri Lanka. Okay, then you can come up with natural disasters, floods there, and what can you say? We don't have volcanoes, right? Okay, you can talk about floods. If not, you can tell about like landslides, Naya. Okay, so like that, no? Okay, or thundering. So those kind of things. So you should have that confidence to continue a conversation with the person. Okay, fine. And here also very same short questions, then familiar topic conversation there, and a structured discussion. Okay, and we will practice those kind of things, because this is also not going to be something easy, but this is easier than OET. But some students say like OET is also something very, I don't know, it depends. Okay, yes, it depends on the students' preferences. Some say this is easier than OET. Okay, yes. So, what are the specific challenges students face when taking the IELTS test? So, the most of the challenges are related to writing section here. So reading section, we have to have a very good understanding about advertisements and notices in English. Still here also we should have the knowledge of the techniques. Okay, I told you we should know the techniques of skimming and scanning, no? So we need to know have the practice of these two skills here as well, the techniques of skimming and scanning. Okay, this is very easy, but you can practice it alone as well after I teach the theory. Okay, then writing section, as I told you, like letter writing, but we need to have a good tone and structure when writing. You can't write everything using very simple English, right? You should have a very good vocabulary. For example, if I tell you, Ani, you are so beautiful. Okay, so what are the other words that we can use instead of beautiful, students? Okay, what are the words we can say? Stunning, fascinating, gorgeous. Like that, we have lot of words for beautiful, right? For example, important. For that is very important. Then how do you say it in like it using another word? Crucial, vital. Okay, so like that we should know, no? So that means we should have good vocabulary plus a tone, and we should follow a good structure when writing. Okay, so essay writing, we have to organize our ideas clearly and using correct grammar. So to teach this part, we are going to have a kind of different plan. I will teach you, not teach you, I will explain you that later. Now just remember, these are the challenges that the students face. Okay, especially they do not understand how to organize ideas clearly, and we will follow paragraph writing, and there is a theory called hamburger theory. Okay, so all those things we can learn. Then speaking section, I'm not talking about it because we know like lack of fluency and lack of confidence, pronunciation difficulties, so those kind of things there. But students should know how to deal with them. And I will teach you. This is the way that we should make our confidence, and this is how we have to like practice speaking. Okay, fine. Then listening to a variety of English accents. So that's why I ask you to listen to podcasts, listen to TED Talks, but not related to medicine, but related to any topic here. Okay, then this is about IELTS academic. Academic one is something different from general one. So that's complex and that is very specialized. So those who are writing the academic one, they need to work somewhat harder than general one. Okay, because advanced academic vocabulary there. Okay, and writing section, graph, chart, diagram writing will be there. Essay writing is something very similar, just like general one. Speaking also, you need to understand how to express academic ideas clearly. Fluency should be there. Fluency means it is not something related to talking in a very like a speedy way. Fluency කියන්නේ ඉක්මනට කතා කරගෙන යන එක නෙවෙයි. Fluency means how you organize your ideas nicely and how you like how clear you are speaking. Okay, because when you are speaking the other person should understand what you are speaking, or like that person should have that interest to listen to you. If not, like if you speak very speedily, then no one will understand you. Okay, so what you say may be very vague to the other person, and pronunciation issues will also be there. That's why we thought to give you like individual feedback for your speaking tasks. Okay, other one is listening section. So recordings will be provided to you for sure. Now also I don't know, like some students they don't like to listen to recordings, but the thing is, since listening is going to be something somewhat difficult, you need to listen to recordings as far as possible. TED Talks or anything, you have to practice listening to them. Okay, this is about the challenges that the student face. Okay, then third one, the most important one. So, what topics and skills are covered in our program? So, our program is this is the program overview. So, we have two sections. We are doing classes for 2 days per week. That means generally we could say for not for yeah 4 hours. Okay, but if we feel like your level is very low, so we can just we can take an extra hour as well. So it also depends on your levels of students. Okay, so we are doing two course programs there. Like one is basic grammar teaching program, and this is especially for developing your reading and writing skills, because some students are there but they can speak but they are very poor in writing. Okay, so that's why we thought to teach them this part, that is grammar teaching program, basic grammar teaching program, and it's targeted to reading and writing parts. So basic grammar while developing students writing and reading skills, and it focuses on enhancing their writing abilities through feedback. So you can send your answers to us, you have to submit your answers, and we will be providing you the folders, and we will introduce you our Moodle and those kind of things. There is a kind of process there. Okay, and we will explain you step by step how to do that. This is going to be something systematical, students. Okay, so you don't need to worry, and the feedback will also be provided to you. Okay, for your writing tasks. Another other one is a speaking skills enhancement program, and that is for listening and speaking. Okay, so this is to develop your vocabulary, listening and speaking skills. Why I divided like this was, the thing is research. When we think about the research related to this field, so they proved that reading and writing are connected and listening and speaking are connected. Okay, hope you understand what I say. That means in Sinhala, ගොඩක් වෙලාවට reading writing කියන skills දෙක තමයි connect වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට writing වල ගොඩක් අමාරු නම් අපි රීඩ් කරලා තමයි ඒක පුළුවන් තරම් හදාගන්න තියෙන්නේ. ඒක තමයි හොඳම මෙතඩ් එක. කතා කරන්න අමාරු නම් ඒකට ගොඩක්ම listening and speaking තමයි එකට යන skills දෙක. ඒ දෙක interrelated skills විදිහට අපිට introduce කරන්න පුළුවන්. Okay? So speaking කතා කරන්න බැරි අය ඒ කියන්නේ කතා කරන්න motivation confidence එකක් නැති අයට කරන්න තියෙන්නේ පුළුවන් තරම් listen කරන එක. You have to listen well. Okay, for example, you have to listen to TED Talks. Okay, then you can just, you can just get some chunks. Okay, පොඩි chunks කියන්නේ පොඩි phrases අරගෙන අපිට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. For example, now I am telling you, and students, I am running out of time. I am telling you, students, I am running out of time. Or if not, I can say, students, my laptop is running out of battery. Okay, so we will wrap up the session now. We will wrap up the session now. Look, මට කියන්න ඕන වුණේ මගේ ලැප්ටොප් එකේ බැටරි එක හරිම අඩුයි. ඒ නිසා දැන් ක්ලාස් එක නවත්තනවා කියලා, right? But look the way that I told it. So, like my laptop is running out of battery. So, running out of in the sense that's about like that is a phrasal verb. අපි එකට කියන්නේ phrasal verb එකක් කියලා. මොනවා හරි දෙයක් අඩු වීගෙන යනවට අපිට running out of කියන්න පුළුවන්. You can say, sorry, my phone is running out of storage. So I can't, so you can't take photos. Photos ගන්න බැහැ. It's running out of storage. And we will wrap up the session now. Wrap up කියන්නේ end කරනවට අවසන් කරනවට, right? Okay. So like that, you also need to make your language more beautiful. Okay. Look, when you listen, like when I say every day, like we will wrap up the session now when I'm running out of these and that. So like that goes to your mind, right? That goes to your brain. So then you can also use these kind of phrases or the phrasal verbs when you speak, right? Okay, so that's what I told you. Listening and speaking are interrelated. Reading and writing are interrelated. මොකද running out of කියන එක, wrap up කියන එක අපිට write කරන්න බෑ. මොකද these are some informal phrases. So we can use them in speaking most. Okay, fine. Hope you understood. Okay, then that's why I thought to teach these two programs in a different way by combining reading and writing and listening and speaking. So this way you will understand everything very easily, not like other classes because yeah, then you also don't feel so tired if we do it like this. Fine. And then it aims to enhance the students' speaking abilities and motivate them to engage in conversations through we are doing role plays, speeches there, and we will have mini discussions. Okay, so through all these things, I'm very sure that you will be able to improve yourself. Okay, and these are the two programs, basic grammar teaching program and speaking skills enhancement program. So these two, we are doing to improve your English knowledge by like that. The major focus is to prepare yourself to or like IELTS exam. Okay, fine. And these are the course objectives. First one is we want to give you a kind of good understanding about English grammar rules. Okay, yes, you should know how to write a sentence, what is the perfect sentence structure. You know, right? Sentence structure හරිම ලේසි අමාරු නැහැ. We should remember only one thing. First one is I will explain. This is just an example. Okay, so you need to follow this method, not a subject verb. So better thing is you can follow this. Who, what, how, when, where, then why. So this method is the method that I recommend you. So this is something very nice. I will teach it later. But now remember who in the sense I. What? What am I? What in the sense? Learn English. Okay, how? Okay, how in the sense? Learn English how? Okay, how? You can say online. Okay, when? Today. Okay, where? Okay, where කියන එකට අපට to when and where this is something important. මොකද when where why කියද්දි තමයි අපිට on at in use කරන්න වෙන්නේ. Okay, ඒක මම teach කරන්න. සමහර වෙලාවට අපිට හිතෙනවානේ at the school ද in school ද at hospital or in hospital. What can I say? So that is a kind of problem related to when and where. So this can be learned easily. Okay, but like this is the way that you should learn sentence structure. What කියන එක තමයි tenses. Okay, yes. When කියන එක තමයි time එක. So what you say, always remember that is related to this time reference. Okay, that means time and tense is something very interconnected. So, like tense depends on the time. Since it is today, we have to write it in present simple. If it is yesterday, we have to write it in past simple. If it is something related to recently or somewhere, we have to use present perfect. Got it? So, this is very easy, but I just gave a kind of example. So, this is how we need to learn the sentence structure. Okay, so this is the easiest method that we can use to learn the sentence structure in English, but it has some steps, okay, but I just explained. Then improve your tenses, subject verb agreement and sentence structure. This can be done easily. Then academic vocabulary, especially if you wish to do academic test, okay, academic IELTS test. Then synonyms there. Synonyms mean similar words, antonyms like opposite words, or contextually appropriate vocabulary. Every time we can't use the same vocabulary, no students. That's about like every day you say thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, but so how to tell it in a kind of very formal way. Okay, you should have some variety in using English, right? Thank you so much, like many thanks, tons of thanks. Okay, so thanks a million, like that. So so that's just a kind of very simple example, but you need to know synonyms, antonyms, and those kind of things. Then note taking skills, especially if it is reading test. Then academic discussions, how to discuss something in English and how to deliver a presentation. Actually, this is not something assessed in IELTS, but I thought to teach it to students because most of you have to do presentations, or like you need to know how to do a discussion. Then I thought to include that part in the course because it's something extra for you, additional for you. Okay, and then again skimming, scanning for reading, we will teach you those parts. And yeah, okay, so this is what we are going to teach. There is another slide, and that is learn techniques for drafting, editing, and revising written work. You need to know how can I edit my work and how can I draft an essay, how can I revise an essay. Okay, how can I know that this is correct or wrong. Okay, so that's it. Then structuring and delivering effective academic presentation again. So that's something related to speaking part. So we will practice them students in the class. Then it won't be something hard for you. And this is not all about preparing yourself to the test as well, but plus we are going to give you some additional knowledge about English, and our main focus is to improve your English, especially with the speaking skills. Okay, and then we are doing some interactive activities as well, as I told you earlier, and assessments are there, monthly assessments there, to track your knowledge, or to track your improvements, because you should also know that you improved or not. No. Okay, then we are doing some exams, not exams in the sense, not they are just assignments. If you miss something, you can just talk to us and you can just redo that again. And yeah, this is going to be something friendly, and it's not going to be something very strict. And yeah, so you can talk to us at any time, and you can ask if you have doubts, you can just ask. So everything is, yeah, there are no such boundaries there. Okay, you can contact us at any time whenever you have doubts, okay, about the program. Okay, so now this is your time. I told you that I'm not going to take a lot of time. This is going to be something to the point discussion. If you have any questions, now you can ask. If not, send it to our group. That's also fine. If you are also rushing and if you feel like Anaya, you also don't have time, so then just send your question to our group. Okay, that's what you need to do. Fine. And do you have any questions, students? Do I need to explain anything again? Or everything clear? Clear, just clear or crystal clear? Clear means, okay, Teruna. Just clear in the sense, Hari Teruna, just clear. Okay. And then crystal clear means it's very clear. What's your answer? Crystal clear. Okay. Very nice. Okay, nice, crystal clear. Okay, fine, students. That's what I wanted to explain you regarding IELTS. Uh, okay, then since you don't have any doubts, we can just wrap up our uh, IELTS also. Yes, yes, yes. IELTS also conducted via computer basis. Yes, that's there. Okay, so you can just apply. Yes, so that's also there. Options are there in IELTS as well. Yes, you are true. Very correct. Yes. So you can choose what you do, like I mean general or academic, and if you need further guidance, then drop a message to us at any time. We will contact you and we will give you some guidance. But first, first you have to remember what is your purpose of doing this exam. Okay, it depends on your purpose. Okay, so for example, like academic one is something hard actually, somewhat harder than general one. So, but no, it's not too hard, but you can manage for sure. So you have to decide what's my purpose, what's my aim, then decide, okay, then I should do general or I should do academic. When we have to hesitate to speak in English, what kind of methods we can use? Okay. So when we are hesitant, right? Okay, fine, fine. Question is clear. So what can you do is, especially when you feel somewhat nervous to speak in English, the best method is, I feel you have to start reading English comic books. Okay, so that's the place where you have to start. Okay, so you have to download English. I will type here English comic books. Okay, there are comic series, students. Okay, so they are very fun actually. So you have to start reading them. So at least one page per day. Okay, so if you do it like that, so like the phrases are coming to your mind generally because that is very fun and the images there. So then images plus text in the sense that will go directly to your brain. And yeah, start with reading comic strips. Okay, download comic strips. And if you don't have, I will send the link to the group as well. You can start reading comic strips. Okay, I would send the link to the group. Okay. Yes, then you can download freely and start reading. After a month or after 3 weeks, you will understand. Oh my God. So now I feel like I can also speak in English. Okay, because that's very good method. Okay, that you can improve. Not you actually. Like I mean, it is applicable to all learners because we have like small learners that is about students. You are also students. But I mean, if we have elementary level learners are like grade 6 to 11 or like if not that university level students or like you are adult learners now, so adult learners, so this is applicable to all those learners. This is a kind of nice method. There are many methods and I feel like this is something interesting because you told like you are nervous to speak, so then this is the place where you have to start a student. Okay, start reading. Then if you find this is okay, then do this. But if you find no, this is also not going to work, then I would give you another task. Okay, there are many methods that you can use. Um, Fine. Is it recommended to use idioms in English? Why not? Because when it comes to speaking, but don't use idioms in a kind of very, I mean, don't use many idioms there. Doesn't matter if you integrate at least two idioms, so no worries. Okay, like phrasal verbs, idioms, so no worries, you can use them. Okay, but not too much. Just have a kind of limit there, then use. They are nice. Okay, fine. Good. I don't have links to comic. Okay, I will send you comic strips. Not I will send you the link. You have to download. Okay? Yes. Find students, and there are many methods like that you can improve your English level. Okay, because I feel like you should understand. Okay, so what will work and what will not work with me, because we are very different learners, right? So then we need to understand what kind of learner we are, and after that we can just like take some steps, because most of the people say watch like English films and English TV series, but that will not be applicable to everyone. Okay, so but reading comic strips is something that that will work with everyone. Okay, but I don't know, but if it doesn't work, then tell me. Okay, fine. Okay, students, then we will wrap up the session now. Just send us your questions at any time and we will answer. So, thank you very much for your participation today, and you answered with, like enthusiastically. So, I'm so happy about it. Okay, so then I'm so happy to meet all of you as well. Okay, bye, students. Good night, everyone. Stay safe.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Bye, good night. Stay safe.